Shalom, shalom. In today's video, I will be covering a mystery from Genesis, a mystery of Adam when he says, "Now this is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh." The secret is very momentous and very practical. So to begin, we're going to find the relevant passage in Book 1 of the Zohar. Book 1. And we're going to find it, for those who have the Kabbalah Center edition, we're going to find it on page 328 in a section called "And of the Side Made a Woman." And for relevancy, we're going to be analyzing 281 and 282. So let's begin. This, it is said of the future correction by Moses and the two Messiahs, and of the side which is Hashem Elohim had taken from man, he made, which is comparable to, and for the second side of the tabernacle, Shemot 26:20, the side comes from the aspect of Chesed, which is the aspect of white. Because of this, it is called the moon, literally white, after the light of Chesed, which is white. The phrase, "and close up the flesh in its place," refers to the flesh that is red, and comes from the aspect of Gavurah, for the supernal Gavurah of Bina is considered red. The female principle consists of both of them, of both red and white, which are also Chesed and Gavurah. At that time it is written of Malkuth, "His left hand is under my head, and his right hand embraces me." Shir HaShirim 2:6. The left hand alludes to the red flesh, Gevurah, and his right hand to the light of Chesed, which is white and called side. Now, let's analyze this. I'll offer two levels of interpretation, one practical and one extremely esoteric. So, to begin with, we identify that Gevurah is red, called flesh, and we see that Chesed is white and related to his right hand embraces me. And the mystery here is that Gevurah and its side is red, mainly flesh, and Chesed and its side is white. And of this, we see his left hand is under my head, meaning the flesh is under the auspices of the head. And his right hand, which is white, embraces me, mainly the embracing of the middle column, such as bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. Another interpretation. This is referring to two trees, mainly bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh, referring to the left column, called flesh, and the right column, called bone. Now, what do these two embrace? The center column, where the Ruach, which is associated with Zeir Anpin and Tiferet, is, and Ruach is Hebrew for spirit. So it is. His left hand is under my head, and his right hand embraces me. This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. Bereshit 2:23. This is said of the Shekinah, the betrothed maiden, to the central pillar, which is Zeir Anpin. And with that being said, we now have revelated the mystery of this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh, and the mystery of his left hand is under my head, mainly the flesh under the auspices of the head, and his right hand embraces me, mainly the white of the bone which embraces the middle pillar. Shalom, Selah.